Hey guys, it's Claire, and today we are going to make a paper flower wall hanging. I love this project. It's super versatile, and I'm going to show you how to do it. For this project, you're going to need floral wire, white construction paper, watercolors, paint brushes, a hot glue gun, and hooks. The first step is take all your white construction paper, cut it to the size for the flowers. I used 4-inch squares and 6-inch squares. I cut about 60 because I wanted a really big flower garland. Next, you're going to watercolor. Using the paintbrush, I painted circles since most of my flowers have a circular shape to them, and I really tried to make the watercoloring uneven because I liked the variety in the colors that way. It makes it look more dimensional and more fun. I would suggest bringing a friend over because it's a lot of paper to watercolor, and crafting is even more fun with a friend. For the 6-inch squares, I painted both sides because this specific flower, you see both sides of the paper. For the 4-inch ones, I did 3 different colors to make 3 more flowers. Once you've painted all the pieces of paper, set them aside, wait for them to dry, and now we are going to cut stems using the floral wire. I would say cut each piece to about 7 or 8 inches, just to make sure you have enough to wrap around each other when you actually create the garland. Now let's get into the specific flowers, starting with the piece of paper that's 6 inches. Take your stem and create sort of a little end of the flower. I used a paintbrush and wrapped the wire around to create a mini spiral. Set that aside and pick up the piece of paper. Take that and cut a big spiral all the way around and trim off the squared edges once you've finished. Once your spiral is cut, get the hot glue gun and glue a little drop of the stem onto the end of the spiral. Once it dries, begin to slowly twist from the outside of the spiral all the way until the inside. Keep twisting until you've gone all the way around the spiral. Once you have it tightly wound, slowly loosen it to form the flower itself. Once you get that the shape that you want, add a couple of drops of glue to the layers so that it holds in place. Let's do the second flower. I call this one the daisy. 3 pieces will equal 1 flower. Take each piece and fold it angle to angle into 3 small triangles. Once you have that, do a tiny clip at the end so that that's the center of your flower. And then, like a snowflake, cut out the petal. After you've done that to all 3 pieces of paper, unfold it and you can see the flower. You're gonna layer these on top of each other. I rotated mine so that each petal was rotated a little bit. And then you add a drop of glue to glue them all together. Like the first flower, you take a piece of wire, create a little spiral at the end, and then slide it through the center hole of the flower and add a drop of glue to hold it in place. Flower number 3 is a lot like flower number 2. You just use 4 pieces of paper and you do sort of a wider cut to create a bigger petal. Fold it, cut the center, cut round the top, and then unfold them all. For this one, I wanted to vary the thickness of each. The first piece of paper, I didn't cut any petals out. As you can see, it's all a completed circle. The second one, I cut 1 petal out. Third one, I cut 2 petals out, and on the last one, I cut 4 petals out. After that, add some glue to hold them, wrap them together, and layer them on top of each other to create this dimensional flower. Like the other 2 flowers, take a wire, wrap it around, stick it through the center, and add a drop of glue. Last but not least is the one I like to call the cherry blossom. For this one, you're gonna need a few more pieces of wire that you cut to about 2 to 3 inches to create sort of a multiple blossom piece. Take an 8-inch piece and a 2 to 3-inch piece and wrap them around each other so you almost have a trident shape or like a pitchfork. Next, you take 1 sheet of paper and cut 3 small circles out of it. In each of those circles, you do 1 slice with the scissors into the center. Then all you do is create a cone by adding some glue, wrapping it together, and then sliding it onto each stem. And finally, it's time to actually make the garland and put all 4 flowers wrapped together. I decided to do 5 separate strings, so I wrapped them all together and twisted them. You don't have to space them evenly. Some of them can poke out more. I think the more dimensional, the better. It adds a lot of vibrance to the piece. For mine, I put 5 hooks above my bed and created 5 different vertical hangings. For all of you out there decorating your first home or your dorm room, this is an inexpensive way to add a headboard, a piece of art, and the best part is there are no nail holes. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this DIY. Please subscribe and stay tuned. I have a lot more projects coming your way. Bye.